Just finished watching episode 5 of The Bad Batch, season 2. Not gonna lie, I got a lot of Jedi Fallen Order vibes. Also at the end there, some Indiana Jones nods. All in all, a pretty good episode where the Bad Batch come together to ultimately accomplish nothing. That was the bad thing about this episode, I guess. The episode starts on a junkyard where Omega and Wrecker have gone to great lengths now to retrieve a spare compressor at this junkyard that they desperately need. Now, off the bat, I don't think that Omega still has the toy that was given to her Aunt Serena, because she is clearly looking for something to replace it. In my mind, that's why I think she grabs all these pieces, these other pieces outside of the spare compressor to get something similar to that toy. When they get back to Sid's, they realize that one of them is a compass, coordinate markings that leads to the Kaldar Trinari system. A new incorporated character now is involved, Fee, who is a pirate, basically, scavenging around the galaxy for treasure. She immediately recognizes the marking as being from this system, which, interestingly enough, similar to Kamino, it's not charted or it's not in the maps. I compare it to Kamino because by what we see in this episode, this is a dangerous place and a dangerous planet. Maybe somebody, similar to what Dooku did with Kamino, somebody purposefully may have wiped it off the records, because Echo cannot find it any. Ultimately though, it took some convincing for Hunter to join crew, but in the end, everybody, together with Fee, goes to this unknown system or planet, and they land seeing it completely desolate. Tech immediately tells him that he is not picking up any signs of civilization. However, the compass now gets activated. It makes a sound anytime they go near quote-unquote treasure. Once they follow the directions, the compass keeps beeping and beeping until they reach a mountain. So Fee tells them that they need to go inside. Wrecker's help, she uncovers the gate towards the secret entrance that has purposefully again been sealed off. What this episode kind of showed is that there is still hope alive for all of us KOTOR fans out there, because this secret language, ancient language, this mountain, these carvings all predate the Republic and go back thousands and thousands of years ago. They did not specify that it was towards the KOTOR time. They even went on to speculate that it predates even that, so it might be tens of thousands. And it's interesting now that we have a new revelation by Fee, who recognizes what she is looking for as the entranceway to Skara Null. Now, Skara Null traces back to the ancients, she says, which are older than the Jedi. This is very interesting lore, and again, I mean, it gives us a lot of hope that one day we might have a fully fledged universe, a fully fledged Star Wars universe within Disney that could date back thousands and thousands of years ago up until the Skywalker timeline, the BBY as we call it. But she tells them that the treasure they're looking for is in fact the heart of the mountain. As soon as they go inside, we the audience are made aware that they are in a bit of a danger immediately, because a monster lurks from above. Now this part was full-on Jedi Fallen Order Zepho vibes. They need to solve puzzles. The first one is a mistake and the entrance is sealed off. It looks like they've been trapped until Omega has the idea to look from the compass's point of view. The compass has a glass see-through that can see what symbols should be aligned. Once they do it the right way, everything falls in order and a new gate opens up. Going deeper into the mountain, Omega asks Fee about the heart of the mountain, to which she tells her that it is a rare crystalline stone, a key to an ancient power. Of course, if you've been following the Darth Vader comic books, you know that Palpatine and Vader were very keen on finding these rare items that could give somebody ancient powers, amplifying basically their dark side ability. So it would have been very interesting if Vader had found this and brought it to his treasure chest on Mustafar. Making it even more interesting, now Tech analyzes the minerals inside these stone slabs, and it says that these predate even the Republic, giving us of course a hint that it predates the KOTOR era as well. At that time, there was a Republic. We now get introduced to a kind of a new monster, a not so giant but not so little monster who attacks them. Wrecker, in fact, breaks both of its horns, and by the looks of it, the way they're shooting at it and it does not get affected at all, he looks like a mini Zillo Beast. Now, they get separated in this attack, and once Hunter, Fi, and Omega solve another puzzle, they come at a door and once inside, they finally find the heart of the mountain. It's a beautiful crystalline stone, just as Fi told them, but once Fi takes out the crystal, everything starts shaking, similar to an earthquake, and a huge beam emits from the upper echelon of the mountain, revealing a huge mecha monster. This again had very similar Zepho vibes, but also if you've played Horizon Zero Dawn, it pretty much resembled kind of those monsters. A metallic robotic dino. The crew convinces Fi to put back the stone in order for this mecha monster to get deactivated. Sadly, in this whole ordeal, Fi's droid gets it and gets pulverized. But we've come accustomed to getting introduced to these new characters in a short couple of span of minutes and getting killed immediately, so it wasn't that bad. But now, to amplify things even further, the monster that they fought earlier returned. While the mecha monster is wreaking havoc in the surface, emitting huge beam and a light sort of energy that crushes everything it touches. The crew is fearful that this mecha monster will ultimately hit the ship, and when that happens, they will be completely stranded on this planet with no way to search for help or get off this rock. There's a little scene there. Previously, Fi basically saved Hunter's life when he almost fell into a trap. Now the favor is returned immediately, because Fi, while trying to grab the stone which falls, she almost falls to her death as well until Hunter comes around, grabs her arm, and pulls her up. With this, in the end, when Fi enters the stone back, it kind of pulverizes, disappears, and the mecha monster gets deactivated as well. And just in the nick of time, it was about to destroy the ship. Before everything gets resolved and the episode ends, we have a short conversation between Omega and Fi. Omega feels sorry about the droid Mel, but Fi tells her that she always keeps a spare databank in her ship stored just in case this happens. In this databank, she has tons and tons of treasure locations that they could revisit and it would be interesting to get another sort of adventure, but with more weight. This one felt empty in the end. And Fi also tells her that she might go to Vadne, and in Vadne, she has a lead on a certain ancient chalice. Again, when she mentions this ancient chalice, I really got into my head that they are giving a nod to The Last Crusade and the Grail, the Indiana Jones adventures. I just wish this episode had a bit more weight or resolution. I don't think we actually learned or found out anything of value, really. Outside from a couple of mentions of the ancients and old times, we got a bit of an expansion in the lore, but I don't think they needed to relay information. In any case, after a 3-episode banger start, these 2 last episodes have been so-and-so. I kind of enjoyed them, but not, of course, episode 3, which until they bring back Captain Rex and Commander Cody again, perhaps in the future, that episode will remain the best of this season. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below. Dailies, have an awesome. I'll see you in the next video. Until then.